In this video, we're going to be solving this problem. A plane is running low on fuel and needs to know if it can reach the runway located at A. They know the ground distance between the two landmarks located at B and C. They have also worked out the angle from their position to points A and B. They're unsure of their exact altitude H as their altimeter has failed. Find the ground distance F. Also calculate if they can reach overhead A with their remaining usable fuel of 7 litres, if their fuel burn rate is 36 litres per hour and ground speed of 105 miles per hour. From trigonometry, we know that this angle here is X and this angle here is Y. Those two angles are given to us, 30 and 50 degrees. We also know G is 14 kilometres. Our task here is to calculate if the plane can reach here with the available fuel that it has. So let's firstly start calculating some missing values. Firstly, writing down the rule for sine, cosine and tan. So sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, cos adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan opposite over adjacent. Let's find some missing information in the diagram, finding H first. So H, we know Y and we know G, so tan 50 equals opposite over adjacent, so H over 14. We can rearrange using algebra, so multiply the left and right by 14. 14 times tan 50 will be H. So H equals 16.68 kilometres. Taking a look at the diagram now, we only have to solve for F. So let's solve for F. To solve for F, we need an equation with F in it. So tan 30, or X equals 30 degrees, equals opposite over adjacent. So the opposite we've just calculated is 16.68. The adjacent is F. We need to solve for F. So we can now rearrange for F, isolate that F on the left hand side by multiplying the left and right side by F. And then we can calculate 16.68 divided by tan 30. Will give us the distance F in kilometres. So the distance is 28.90 kilometres. We can see that the speed of the plane is given in miles per hour. So let's convert this kilometres, 28.90, to miles. So firstly, write down the kilometres, and then we need the conversion factor for miles, kilometres to miles. So there it is, 1 mile equals 1.161 kilometres. We can write that as a fraction, 1 mile per 1.61 kilometres. Then the kilometres on the bottom will cancel out with the kilometres on the left hand side there. Do the division, 28.90 divided by 1.61. will equal 17.95 miles. Let's take another look at the question and see what we can calculate next. We can see that the plane has a usable amount of fuel left of 7 litres. So let's calculate how far the plane can travel with 7 litres of fuel. We write down the 7 litres. We need to find the distance, so eventually we need to cancel out that litres and be left with miles. So from the information given in the question, we know that per hour the plane uses 36 litres of fuel. So that'll cancel the litres. We also need to cancel the hours there. So looking at the information given, we know that the plane travels 105 miles per hour. So this will cancel the hours out and be left with miles. So 7 times 105 divided by 36 will give us 20.42 miles. So from this information we can see that with the 7 litres of fuel that the plane has, it can travel 20.42 miles. The distance it needs to travel is 17.95. So 17.95 is less than 20.42. So the plane will make overhead A.